Únor pomalu končí a já vás vítám při sledování druhého letošního BeksaMagazínu. Za mnou právě probíhá i 6. letošní turnaj Rental.cz ligy škol. Mimochodem dnes k nám do haly na Duklu zavítali holky a kluci z 8 pardubických základních škol ze 4. a 5. tříd. Ale o tomhle našem projektu se budeme bavit v jiném dílu BeksaMagazínu. Dnes jsme se zaměřili na jiná, věřme, také zajímavá témata a chybět nebude ani tradiční soutěž o atraktivní cenu. Takže sledujte pečlivě druhé vydání BeksaMagazínu. Začínáme právě teď.
I was born and raised in Carthage, Illinois, really small, basically farm town in west central Illinois is what we would call for over here. I explain to people is where like Illinois, Iowa, and Missouri meet, really close to the Mississippi River. We're like 15 minutes from there. So that's where I grew up and had a pretty good childhood growing up. A great family, they were real supportive, and you know, anything me or my sister would want to do, they were always there for every sporting event and traveling all over the state and everywhere else, you know, just supporting us and letting us know that, you know, we can kind of live out our dreams as much as we want to, and they were always good with that. But you know, it was a real small town, and you know, smaller towns around it too, so there was a lot of support from everybody. I mean, you basically know everyone in the city, and you know, almost within a 50-mile radius, you know everyone. So that was kind of a cool part, instead of living in a bigger city where, you know, you might only know 40 or 50 people. I mean, it felt like, you know, literally thousands. Basketball, I feel like it started in my childhood also. I was always, you know, playing in 3-on-3 tournaments with my friends and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like my parents put a ball in my hand when I was at a really young age, maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3, probably even before that, but that's when I can first remember it anyhow. But yeah, just growing up, just playing in the backyard and playing on the little Tykes hoop down in the basement with kids, having sleepovers and everything, that's when it really got started. But I would say competitively, probably in like junior high, 5th or 6th grade, you know, is really the first time you start playing school ball. So that's when it, you know, really caught on the scene. But then, you know, it didn't get crazy serious until my high school days, maybe sophomore or junior year, once I hit my growth spurt and started getting taller and realized all the other sports can wait until once I'm done with basketball. So that's really how that got jump started. Yeah, the Czech Republic's nice. You know, being from a small town, you never really know, you know, kind of what's going on over here or what it's going to be like. And especially last year when I first went to Germany, I was super nervous on the plane ride over to Frankfurt. And you know, this year was a little better, and you know, I was able to adjust a lot quicker this year than I did last year. But overall, it's been a great experience. There's great people here. The team is great. They're really good at, you know, making you feel comfortable and feeling like family here, which is a really good part, especially for us foreigner players. That, you know, we have an ocean separating us and our family when they're a little more lucky to be a couple hours from their home. But yeah, I've liked it so far, and you know, I don't have too many complaints. But you know, it's been a great ride, and looking forward to the rest of the year. Yeah, so my family was here around Christmas time. They were here for a couple weeks. It was a really good stay, and they kind of went all over the place. We had a few road games when they were here, and I remember our first Czech Cup game. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the city of the town that it was in, but they were able to go around to like Kutná Hora and, you know, places like that on the way there. And of course, Prague is, you know, one of the best cities in Europe. I think it's probably top 2 or 3 cities in Europe that I've been to so far. So, you know, that was a big destination point. And then I had a couple other friends, and my girlfriend came over and visited. And you know, you don't get an opportunity like this many times during your life. So, you know, we try to get as much in as we can in the short time that we have together over here to, you know, just see everything that Europe has to offer, and you know, each individual country, you know, it's pretty cool to get to experience that. So my favorite motto is "A country boy can't survive." You know, I kind of came up with that because I live in a real small, you know, farm community. Not that we grew up on a farm or anything. I mean, we lived in the, you know, the city, if you could call it that, a town of about 2,000 people. But you know, around there, people basically do have to survive on their own. You know, it's not like the olden days where they don't have, you know, resources and stuff like that. But you know, you'll always find somebody that can fix this or that, or you know, help you out in this sort of way. And the people are so friendly there because, you know that they have to rely on each other, and you know, I think that's kind of where it comes from, that, you know, they can survive with each other, and you know, they can help each other out as much as possible. You know, if it's just, you know, lending them a screwdriver for a day to help a project, or, you know, changing the brakes on one of your trucks or something like that. I mean, there's all kinds of possibilities that I could list, but yeah, I would just say that it's, you know, like tight-knit communities like that, basically all over the world, I'm sure, but that's just what, you know, kind of reminds me of my home roots. Yeah, it's kind of been an up and down season, a little bit of a roller coaster. We've had some really good times, and, you know, obviously a couple bad times so far, but overall it's been okay. I mean, I don't think it's been what all of us have wanted it to be, but you know, we're making strides every day in practice to get where we want to be before the playoffs start. So you know, we just got to keep working hard through these next 5 or 6 weeks to end out the regular season, and make a push into the postseason, and, you know, hopefully end on a little better note than how we've been going throughout the season. I think we'll be better towards the end of the year, and, you know, running into the playoffs, just because, you know, the way practice has been going, the way Coach Sanders has been harping on us to, you know, keep our defense better, keep trusting each other, keep communicating, you know, on and off the court, really, and, you know, just growing as a team more and more every year. I mean, that's kind of the downfall of the professional basketball scene over here. It's kind of a different team every single year. You really got to get used to it, and I think this year just took this team a little bit longer to gel together, you know, and become that strong team that you need. And, you know, I think we're working towards that. So I think we're all looking forward to this next half of the season and the run into the playoffs. I don't know. I don't know a couple Czech words. I can count to like 1 and 2. That's about it. But other than that, I honestly haven't really tried to learn a whole lot of Czech. But I guess some food too. So I guess 1 and 2 is jedno and dva, if I'm saying that right. Who knows? But then, like, if I'm out at a restaurant, of course I always get a side of hranolky, which is fries, French fries or chips for people back home, and zebra, I believe, ribs. I love ribs. That's probably one of my favorite foods. So, you know, I don't know, pizza. I guess it might be pizza here, but other than that, that's about all I know in Czech, because it's a really tough language to learn.
Svoji kariéru jsem ukončil na základě zranění kolene, tudíž nedobrovolně, ale neřekl bych, že to pro mě bylo až tak nějak moc náročný, protože dřív vlastně, než jsem se rozhodl ukončit tu kariéru, tak už mi Dušan Bohunický nabídl, jestli by jsem tady nechtěl pokračovat v rámci trenéra mládeže. Tudíž to rozhodování, jestli ukončit nebo dál se snažit hrát na nějaký vyšší úrovni i přes ty všechny zranění, které jsem měl, bylo to o to jednodušší. Tady jsem vstupoval do té nové role trenéra, tak jsem samozřejmě měl nějaké očekávání a brzo jsem zjistil, že vlastně to chápání toho basketbalu, jaký jsem měl ještě z pozice hráče v té nejvyšší soutěži, tak ty samotní hráči nemají, tudíž se jim to musí někdy vysvětlit trošku po lopatě. To byl asi ten moment, který si vzpomínám jako první, že byl taková určitá změna oproti mému očekávání. Tak má filozofie hodně vychází i z filozofie Dušana Bohunického, který vlastně mě basketbalově asi nejvíc ovlivnil, jak už jako hráče, když jsem pod ním začínal jako mladý kluk trénovat, a pak mě tady vedl i v A týmu a nyní vlastně mě tak jako zaučuje do té branže trenérský. Tudíž se hodně shodujeme v tom náhledu na basket a jednoznačně chceme individuálně posouvat ty hráče, co nejvíc to půjde. Při té práci mě vlastně nejvíc naplňuje, že pořád můžu být součástí toho koloběhu toho basketbalu. Mám hrozně rád to basketbalové prostředí, to napětí při těch zápasech, celý ten vlastně proces, jak se ty hráči posouvají. Ten čas, který jsem měl dřív sám pro sebe, abych se vlastně nějakým způsobem posouval, tak teďka věnu jiným hráčům. Plus do toho mám ještě školu nedokončenou, teďka poslední semestr mě čeká. Tudíž toho času fakt není nazbyt, ale když je možnost, tak si tady vždycky s klukama dám nějakou střelbu, střeleckou soutěž nebo něco, nebo s Dušanem Bohunickým, dneska jsme se sadili, tak se jak občas zastřílíme v posilovně, když jdu s nima, občas si něco zaposiluju. Když jsem byl na vrcholu, tak se mi podařilo na bench press zvednout 118 kg, což je můj osobní rekord. Nyní po nějakých 2,5 letech netrénování a ochabnutí žmýho svalstva se dostanu tak na 100 kg dneska asi. No. Za 5 let se vidím jako etablovaného trenéra mládeže. Nemám nějaký vyšší ambice se dostat do mužského basketbalu zatím. Nyní mě naplňuje ten mládežnický basketbal, tudíž bych chtěl zůstat tady u toho mládežnického basketu a posouvat se svý hráče, co nejdál to půjde. Nejraději bych je viděl na palubovkách kooperativa NBL nebo na nějakých jiných palubovkách vrcholných evropských soutěží a to by mi udělalo největší radost.
So for me, the most memorable moment of my sports career, I would say, is receiving a scholarship to Seton Hall University. I think that, there are hundreds of thousands of kids all throughout the world, not just in the U.S., but, in Europe and Canada and Africa, Asia, Australia. There are a lot of kids that would like to go to the U.S. And go to college to play some type of sport. There are not that many scholarships available every year. So if you can receive a scholarship to a major university and play, I think that's a major accomplishment. Just for the simple fact that, there are probably 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 kids that think that they can go play college basketball in the U.S. And again, there are probably only 1,000, 2,000 scholarships available every year. So, to receive a scholarship, it's a big deal. It's probably the reason that I'm sitting here being able to talk to you guys is because I did receive that scholarship, was able to play, was able to get a college degree. I was able to, come to Europe, met my wife, have a daughter, have a family. Again, if I don't receive that scholarship to Seton Hall, then, I'm probably on a total different career path. So for me, that was definitely a memorable moment. Everybody in my family was really, really happy. I was the first person in my family to receive a scholarship and go to college to play basketball. It was a really prestigious college. We had a really good coach there who went on to coach in the NBA. I've made a lot of friends. Most of my friends that I are still in contact with are from my school that I went to. So for me, it's probably it is the most memorable moment of my career because again, it's really hard to do, and again, it set me on a career path to have an opportunity to come over to Europe, to have this experience, have an opportunity to play basketball in another country, have an opportunity to meet other people, make friends in another country, not just in the Czech Republic, but in Belgium and Poland. I still have friends to this day, and again, it's all because I received that scholarship to go to Seton Hall. So for me, that's the most memorable moment in my career and something that I will always cherish and never forget.
Únorový BeksaMagazín jsme startovali v hale Dukla, kde probíhal turnaj dětí z pardubických základních škol a končíme ho ve sportovní hale Vesničan, kde právě probíhá trénink Beksy před dalším pokračováním kooperativa NBL a kde se věřím s vámi všemi uvidíme ve středu 6. března, kdy zde vyzveme BK Olomoucko. Ještě předtím ale soutěž o slíbenou cenu, dnes o hodinky značky Lotus. Soutěžní otázka zní, kolik zvedal na benči Pepa Příhonský při své vrcholné formě, tedy ještě v době, kdy hrál za Beksu kooperativa NBL. Své odpovědi pište do komentářů na Facebook pod dnešní vydání BeksaMagazínu. Výhercem se stává autor první správné odpovědi. Díky, že jste nás sledovali, přejeme příjemné jarní dny.